Chapter. When Wang Lin knew that he could no longer draw the fourth stroke, suddenly his eyes flashed. Clicked directly on the rune. Then turned around sharply. Flick forward. The rune went straight to YaoXiXue. YaoXiXue's expression immediately changed. Body retreat room. She took out several bloody jade slips from her storage bag and crushed them, and immediately layers of blood appeared in front of her, directly covering the runes. Although the blood light dissipated when it fell on the runes, but it also makes the golden glow of the runes slightly dim, as YaoXiXue kept crushing the jade slips. After perching, the golden light above the runes finally covered in blood. Eventually it darkened completely. The runes also dissipated between heaven and earth. The moment when the rune rushed towards me just now, YaoXiXue actually felt as if she had been facing her father all her life. Therefore, he did not hesitate to take out a large amount of blood. At this time, he shouted angrily, "Wang Ling!" He rushed directly towards Wang Ling. At the moment when the snow comes in Yaoxi, a cold light flashed in Wang Ling's eyes. Took out the fairy sword. Said calmly, "Fellow Taoist, Yao's golden rune appeared too suddenly. I can't control it. If you want to fight with Wang over this, Wang is accompanying." YaoXiXue glanced at Wang Ling gloomily. A hint of murderous intent flashed in his eyes, secretly speaking in the heart. Since this person is here, unless all seals can be broken, otherwise there will be no life left. If we fight with him at this moment, time wasted in vain. Think of this, YaoXiXue said coldly. Never happen next time. After saying that, he walked directly to the other side of the platform. After Wang Ling put away the fairy sword, follow behind slowly. Looking at YaoXiXue in front of me, he was extremely uneasy inside. The 3 runes in the secret passage actually have such power. According to Yaoxi theory, there are 18 floors here. If there is a rune on every level, so that's 18 runes. If we draw these 18 runes, what will its power be? What exactly is this rune? Could it be magic? After Wang Ling took a deep breath, draw 3 runes in the void again. It's just that this time there was nothing unusual about the immortal power in his body. The runes dissipated immediately after they appeared. No more power than before. Wang Ling frowned slightly. Think deeply. A few days later they arrived at the 3rd platform. There is an extra long sword in the hand of the stone statue on the platform. This time YaoXiXue changed the previous seal. Unleash your magical powers without hesitation. Fight with that stone statue. Wang Ling also watched intently. Observe each other's magical powers. Soon the stone statue was defeated by YaoXiXue. But no golden talisman flew out of YaoXiXue's face was gloomy. Directly beat the stone statue into powder. Wang Ling's eyes narrowed. Inner secret passage. Could it be that this stone statue has broken its span? Only then will the rune melt fail. At this time, YaoXiXue didn't even look at Wang Ling. Go to the next platform. In the next month. Wang Ling is extremely leisurely. YaoXiXue didn't give Wang Ling a chance to take action. After he tried twice and failed to get the golden charm. I also know in my heart that my method is wrong. Reminds me of Wang Ling's previous process of obtaining the golden talisman. He has a clear understanding in his heart. He was extremely afraid of the golden talisman. In order to prevent the undead from obtaining. Just do it all by yourself. Seal all the way with blood domain. On this day, after sealing the 11th stone statue, they arrived at the 12th platform. Looking at the platform in front of me, YaoXiXue said, "Fellow Taoist Wang, the 12th seal is very different from the previous one. We need you and me to take action at the same time. It is possible to break. This is also the purpose of Yao inviting Taoist friends here." Wang Lin nodded. This platform is very different from the previous one. Only half the size of before. No more stone statues. Just a huge stone door. And there is no path after the platform. YaoXiXue and Wang Ling just landed on the platform. The stone door slowly opened. A cold wind blew out of it immediately. Wang Ling took out the mirror sail. With a flicker, countless mirrors enveloped it. YaoXiXue's whole body was covered in blood. Just when the cold wind blows, the outside of their bodies was immediately sealed by a thick layer of ice and turned into 2 ice sculptures. After the cold wind, a white mist floated out from the stone door, condensed into human form in front of the stone gate. This person is about 30 years old, wearing white clothes. After he appeared, he glanced coldly at the ice sculpture where the undead and YaoXiXue were. Cave Mansion, master of the sound transmission road. If there is no token, no entry allowed. The ice sculpture where YaoXiXue was standing immediately flashed red. The ice sculpture melted in the blink of an eye. YaoXiXue walked out of the middle-aged man and said, "You have been here many times. The technique used was the Blood King technique from back then. I miss you as his descendant. I stayed behind 3 times. Allow you to use your magical power to revive me. But you don't know how to do it. This time, use your resurrection power immediately and get out of here. Otherwise you will never have a chance again." At this moment, the ice sculpture Wang Lin was on was gradually melting. After Wang Ling walked out, looking at the 2 of them coldly, the middle-aged man didn't even look at Wang Lin. Just looking at YaoXiXue. YaoXiXue said, "Seniors and ancestors know each other, why not keep an open mind? This cave has been abandoned for many years. It's a pity to abandon it. It's better to help the juniors." The middle-aged man looked away. Said calmly, "Can you take my 3 swords? To be eligible. Are you 2 together or apart?" YaoXiXue's eyes flashed. He said that I would take the last one by one. At the same time, the middle-aged man's eyes were always dull. Point your right hand forward casually. A golden light immediately condensed on his fingertips. He said that he was the first one to step forward and take it. Life can't bear death. YaoXiXue looked at Wang Ling and said, Wang Daoyu. Wang Ling smiled slightly. 2 steps back. He said that Yao Daoyu's words were untrue. Need to consider next. YaoXiXue looked at Wang Ling. Tell me what you don't know. Wang Ling said, this place is definitely not an 18th level seal. If it really is a seal, it only has 12 layers. Entering this door is the cave. YaoXiXue sneered that he had expected that Wang Ling would change his mind temporarily. Said calmly, Wang Taoist Tran Yao has something he forgot to tell me before. I hope you don't mind. But let me know now. But it's not too late. Enter here. Understanding the Golden Talisman brand. Then you have obtained the qualification to enter the palace trial. Once qualified, must succeed. Otherwise, there is only one way to die. The words have been told. Believe it or not, Wang Lin looked at YaoXiXue. A look of helplessness on his face. He smiled bitterly and said, Yao Daoyu has a blood soul pill. Naturally not afraid. Good calculation. YaoXiXue said, if you can help me enter the cave, naturally, there will be no worries about life. Everything I promised you before, it will definitely come true. Wang Lin was silent for a moment and then said, that's it. I can take action. But I want to know where this place is. YaoXiXue smiled. Said, this place is a cave left by a certain immortal. Back then, my father accidentally learned from the return of a demon emperor. This cave has been abandoned for many years. Many supernatural powers have long since disappeared. Only this trace of the soul of the rotting spirit exists. The 3 sword energies can only be cultivated after reaching the peak level. Only then can you accept them all. Okay, I should tell you. I've already said it. Wang Daoyu, please take action. Wang Lin said in a deep voice. You can only accept it if you ask for it. Wang is only in the middle stage of the change. Fellow Taoist Yao thinks too highly of me. YaoXiXue's face turned cold. Cold voice said, the undead cannot enter the cave. I have the blood soul pill to revive me. And you will definitely die. The middle-aged man who always looked at the 2 of them coldly suddenly said, that's right, you can't enter the cave. You 2 are both going to die today. Want to give birth only by successfully entering the cave. After Wang Lin was silent for a long time, 1 step forward, said in a deep voice, Senior, let's take action. As he spoke, he pointed to the sky. The demon suppressed and sealed within the body, instantly permeating the whole body of the undead. Almost in the blink of an eye, his entire body was wrapped in black mist. When I see the traitor, the undead let the thunder of heaven and earth obey its orders. Use your own strength to challenge the Shanlei clan, which has the 5th greatest elder in heaven. Even speaking without shame. When it's time to collect the thunder from the sky and destroy the Thunder Clan. What was everyone's reaction? As the undead are getting closer and closer to the Holy Land of the Lightning Tribe, a majestic voice came from the Holy Land. There is no license for our clan's Holy Land. No entry allowed. Get out quickly. Wang Lin turned a deaf ear. 1 finger on the right hand. The thunder all around me condensed into a dense lightning rain. Fiercely bombard the Holy Land's defenses. Lightning falls on blue light protection. Create ripples. Those who boldly trespass on Holy Lands die. An old man with broken thoughts and cultivation amidst the roar break out of the protection. His right hand turned into a handprint and he shot the undead King Lin, sneered without retreating. Reverse and teleport to the old man instantly. The old man was caught off guard. Shock burst out from the eyes. Before he could react, he was held tightly. Wang Lin's right arm lifted the old man's whole body up in 1 round. The energy in the body flows in smoothly. Overwhelming destruction. Meridians in its body. The old man screamed miserably and hit the protected blue light. The body explodes directly. His death instantly shocked the entire Shanlei tribe. The swords of all clan members vibrated at the same time, emitting a dazzling red light. This is the highest warning for trespassing in the Holy Land. Wang Lin took out his sword and crushed it into pieces. Kneading with both hands. More thunder appears out of thin air. Rebounding protection. At the same time, hundreds of cultivators teleported from the 16 surrounding cultivators. Cultivation is mostly in the realm of heat deficiency and healing excess. They are not yet close. Let's all use our magical powers together. Numerous attacks. Flowing towards the dead like a tidal wave. Faced with the siege, Wang Ling gave a shout. He waved his hands violently and sucked wildly. Thunder of heaven and earth. Follow my orders. This roar. Just like the desire of the Thunder King, the thunder in the bodies of hundreds of Lightning Tribe monks was instantly out of control. Trembling violently. The thunder inside the body explodes crazily. Turn into streaks of lightning. Go straight to the dead. Condensed into a huge 100 feet in size. Thunderball King Lin froze his hand. The thunderball hit the Holy Land's protection hard. Let out a shocking roar and a crazy tone. All the thunders of heaven and earth listen to your orders. When did our Thunder Clan have such a rebellious son like you? An eerie voice. From the Holy Land Temple. An old man in black with gray hair stepped out. His cultivation has far surpassed his years, and he has become the most handsome man in heaven. With his voice. There are tens of thousands of monks roaring over from Zhou heart all around. The old man in black stepped out of the air. Ajna and footprints. Explodes into a thunder dragon. He himself steps on the dragon's head. An electric sword condensed in his hand. Go straight to Wang Lin and kill him. Wang Lin looked at him calmly and shook his head slowly. You are not qualified to fight with me. Eyes red again. Extremely red lightning bursts out of the sky. Instantly penetrate the void and collide with the thunder dragon. Thunder dragon roars with power. Crash. The old man in black looked pale. Block with sword. The long sword shattered instantly. Red lightning came straight to his eyebrows. Stop. A loud roar came from the temple. A tall middle-aged man. Breakthrough protection in one step. Go straight to the old man in black. But his speed finally slowed down a step. The red lightning has penetrated the eyebrows of the old man in black and exited from the back of his head. The old man's physical body collapsed. Only the soul was seriously injured. The middle-aged man who escaped caught the soul of his own race. Eyes of murderous intent surge. The third weak breath of heavenly beings. Sweeping across the starry sky. You dare to be a traitor. The undead don't talk nonsense with him. Pat the right hand to the center of the eyebrow. The soul suddenly left the body. Lightning flashes. The whole body is surrounded by the thunder of spiritual thoughts, making a shocking roar. Thunder of heaven and earth. Follow my orders. From the coming of the endless thunderstorm, it destroyed me. With the spread of spiritual thoughts, the endless thunder field surrounding the lightning clan set off huge waves. The expressions of countless cultivators from the thunder clan changed drastically. Even the middle-aged man, who was the third weakest man that day, changed his expression. The sound of thunder covers all the sounds in heaven and earth. At this moment, a mighty low roar came from the eternal thunder connecting heaven and earth in the center of the Holy Land. Who are you? A face the size of 100 feet appears in the immortal thunder. He is the fifth great elder of the lightning tribe. Wang Ling's eyes were as sharp as lightning. Drive back slowly. The sound spreads throughout the starry sky. Wang Ling is here today to collect the immortal thunder to destroy your lightning thunder clan. Wang Ling at this moment. The soul is separated from Yu-Fei's body. Lightning flashes all over. Like a soldier's sky thunder suspended in the starry sky. His words are calm, but with unquestionable pressure. Attracting the roar of the endless thunderstorm surrounding the 16 cultivating hearts of the lightning clan. The tall middle-aged man's pupils shrank suddenly outside the Holy Land. I could clearly feel the breathtaking thunder power on Wang Ling's body. This is definitely not the Bai Zhang face that appears in the immortal thunder that the cultivators of the lightning clan can possess. Let out a low roar. Ridiculing Wang Ling for being arrogant and relying on your cultivation. You dare to come to our lightning clan and run wild. Wang Ling's eyes were cold. Never retreat. Counterattack and point directly at the opponent. Do you dare to fight me in the thunder field? The words have not yet fallen. He turned into lightning and retreated in time. Use yourself as bait. Leading the great elder away from the Holy Land. The exhausted aura of the 9 gods and humans in the Holy Land instantly locked onto the undead. But he was stopped by the great elder's order. This one is of great use. You stay here. I'll go meet him. The great elder will never be destroyed. Lei Zhong walked out, looking about 40 years old, with neither joy nor sadness in his eyes. Thin lips. Surrounded by thunder. One step across the endless starry sky. Chasing the dead instantly. Less than 100 feet behind. There's no one around at the moment. Only with the roar of thunder, the decisive battle is about to begin. You have a cleansing thunder in you. Thunder of spiritual thought. There is also an immortal thunder source that is equal to the holy thunder. This is why you are sure that I will show up, right? The great elder has an extraordinary mind. See through the secrets of the undead at a glance. Let your helpers come out. You are no match for me. The words just fell. He waved his right hand. A huge vortex appears in the starry sky. 999 A giant thunder dragon roars out. Wrapped in endless thunder, heads straight towards the undead. Wang Ling's pupils contracted. This is the first time he has faced the powerful magical power of the fifth weakling of heavenly beings. He kneaded with both hands and formed a halo of thunder and light outside his soul. The thunder of heaven and earth listens to my command and reverses the course of events. Give me the halo of collapse and expansion. The rushing thunder dragon has confusion and struggle in its eyes. The undead's fingertips pointed at several thunder dragons, and suddenly they attacked the great elder's magical power, which instantly fell into chaos. But the great elder, he only pinched out a mark and said coldly, in the name of the slave of the holy thunder, the thunder of heaven and earth collapses. Controlled by his will, the rebellious brontosaurus struggled wildly. Lose control in a moment. Rushing towards the undead again. What's even weirder is, suddenly an old hand stretched out from the void. Wang Lin sprayed out his soul energy and quickly dodged, still being swept away by the palm wind. The soul is pale and transparent. The great elder walks slowly. The tone is sarcastic. You want to use Lei Yu to fight me? But the thunder of heaven and earth answers my command. The dead speak no more.